With that, Dr. Travis Braywood from Texas A&M University Kingsville joins us live to further discuss the fallout from this leaked Supreme Court draft. Dr. Braywood, always a pleasure. It's been a long time. I'm glad you can join us this morning. Thank you for being here. Let's get to what Senator Ted Cruz just mentioned about representing what the people of Texas have to say. I know in recent polls, people here say they want abortion to largely stay where it is. They want it to be legal.
Yeah, exactly right. If you look across the nation and we get in more of a nuanced view of, spread of possible options about how people want or don't want abortion restrictions or access, we have seen pretty strong majorities say that they want at least some form of abortion access. There's only about between 11 and 15% that want a complete ban on access to abortion.
And that's the thing. The popular vote or the popular decision by people doesn't necessarily influence what the Supreme Court rules.
Yeah, exactly right. And oftentimes you can see the court, especially in the recent era, has tried to stay in relative lockstep with the population because their legitimacy is also dependent upon support by the public and the other branches. And so they've tried not to deviate too far. This would, however, appear to be a pretty wild deviation.
And so let's get to that leak, what came out Monday night, late Monday night. This is a really unprecedented move. I can't recall a single time where something like this has leaked out of the Supreme Court before their decision was given.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And I can't find a single instance either. There have been instances of leaks of decisions or of leaks of votes, but we've never had a complete leak of a draft. Even if it's just an initial draft, we have never had anything to my knowledge like this.
So with Chief Justice Roberts saying he wants to launch an investigation, will that hold any real weight? I mean, is there any kind of punishment that could come for if it's Alito's office or whatever that may be?
It doesn't seem like it because they don't really have any investigatory powers, and even the officers that they're going to have engage in the investigation are normally in charge of security, not investigation of leaks. And to my knowledge, it doesn't really appear to be any formal federal laws that prohibit this, so I don't really know what they could possibly do. It's also going to be really hard to pin down. There's about 37 or so clerks. You've got the 9 justices, and then there's all the staff that work at the building. Any one of those people could have had access to a draft and just quickly scanned it.
Exactly. Dr. Braywood, what an amazing time for you to be a professor, to be working with students that are studying this, everything from the 2020 elections to this. Now it's when will this cycle stop? But what an unprecedented time to be an educator. Thank you for what you do working with future leaders and our students. We're going to be seeing you in the next half hour. I'd love to discuss with you the trigger laws that we've been hearing a lot about and what that means especially for our state. Thank you, sir, for joining us.